The most successful summits that I've seen focus on the B-level influencers. That's the first thing.
So the real question is this: how would an entrepreneur like us, who literally start from nothing or has limited resources and yet still wants to build an empire, join Ashraf as he answers this big question so you can apply it too? Welcome to Focus on Winning.
Bailey, I know you've been in this game for quite some time now, since 2018, right?
Well, I've been doing virtual summits a lot longer than that. My very first
Oh,
virtual summit was in 2016.
what? Wow. So, all right, you are known as 30 Days Summit interviewer in ClickFunnels community. And maybe some of them might not know this, but in your website, it is stated that you made 7 figures in sales in less than 2 weeks. How did you do that?
Yes. Well, the 7 figures in sales that you're referring to is 7 figures, $1 million worth of sales of the $100 offer on our 30days.com summit. Now, remember, this
Ah,
wasn't my event. This was Russell Brunson's event. So for those of you listening, I cannot in any way promise you that you are going to make that kind of money on a summit. Russell Brunson has been in business for 15, 20 years. He has an
mhm,
audience of millions of people. He has a ton of money for ads, and he also has a lot of affiliates that were helping him to promote. So making $1 million on a summit is truly incredible. And even in my own business, as a business coach, there's no way I could do 7 figures. So I just want everyone to know that it was an amazing achievement, and it was something that, I was super proud of, but I wasn't the only person working on that project. I know that I was the
mhm.
face of it because I was the interviewer. So it's
Yeah.
really easy to say, Bailey did this. But the truth is we had dozens of people working on that project. And it was
Mm.
a huge team effort, and we used, all of Russell's connections. Plus, he had all of his, guest speakers, the 2 Comma Club members that we interviewed. They were,
Yeah.
promoting to their huge audiences as well. So it was a really incredible thing. But I think even Russell was truly surprised that it reached $1 million so quickly. 14 days. It was 13 and a half days, but basically 2 weeks. I mean, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. So the truth has been spoken. All right. So, what do you think is the number one secret to make a virtual summit the best summit?
Well, there are so many secrets, honestly. I would say, let me give you 2 pieces of advice. The first one is everybody thinks when they go to do a summit that they need to invite the A-level influencers in their niche or in their industry. They think that if you're a business coach, you have to get Tony Robbins, for example. And the truth
Mm-hmm.
is that's not true at all. In fact, sometimes those people, at the end of the day, what I mean is that they don't give you any return. So what you're looking for is for your guest speakers to promote for you, right? That's exactly what you want. Is you want to have people on your summit that are business owners that have their own email lists of people, of your ideal clients that you want to be on your email list, right? And then you
Mm-hmm.
want to interview them and you want them to promote your event. When people go after those A-level celebrities, the problem is, even if they're willing to give you the time of day and even if they're willing to do an interview, they definitely don't see themselves as a partner with you because they do 20 interviews a day, and they're not going to promote your event 3 months later. And so they're really not awesome folks to have on the summit because they're not at the end of the day going to bring you any new email subscribers or sales. What you want is someone who's more like a B-level influencer. So you have A, B, and C-level influencers. The A-level is, people that have been in business for a long time. They have huge email lists, things like that. C-level, it's not a derogatory term. It just means that that person started their business yesterday, maybe, for example, or something like that. And they don't have a really big email list. They're just getting started. They don't have authority and credibility in the field. And what you're looking for instead are to get those B-level influencers. So these are people that aren't necessarily at the very, very top. They're not super, super, super famous, but they have their own email lists of dedicated audience members. Maybe depending on the niche, that's an audience, an email list of 5,000, 10,000, or 20,000. And those people are going to promote for you because they're still looking for opportunities to partner with people and to grow their business. And that's really what you're looking for. So the most successful summits that I've seen focus on the B-level influencers. That's the first thing. The second thing that I'll say about how to do a successful summit is that you want to make sure that when you start getting into that third phase, the launching phase,
Mm-hmm.
you do not just ease up on the gas. You don't put on the brakes. A lot of people start to get really tired around the third month because they've been working really hard. They've been doing all these interviews. They're kind of tired from that. They've been putting together their funnels and everything. They're tired from that. There's a lot of work that
Mm-hmm.
goes into it. And so by the time they get to phase 3, they sort of go, oh, I'm tired. I'm going to let my speakers do all of the promoting for me. I'm going to step back. I don't want to do anything else. And that's the worst thing that you could possibly do. Because when you do that, you are not showing your speakers how much you really care, and you're not leading the charge. And that's what you need to be doing. You need to be sending emails every single week to your audience, or to your affiliates, your guest speakers, to help them promote, to encourage them, to give them the materials they need to promote. You really need to be the one out in the forefront that's leading the promotional effort. These are the things that I've seen from the most successful summits.
Wow. So let me recap you for a quick review here. Have people that have list and interview them. The people that you want to interview could be B-level influencer, and it could also be C-level influencer. And also focus on the third phase, which is sending email and hiring affiliate. Right. So,
Well, let me clarify a few things. First of all, we want to focus on the B level influencers, not really the C level influencers either, because those people don't have a big email list because they just started
mhm,
their business recently, or, they haven't really grown. So if they don't have an email list at all, they're not going to be getting us much of a return either, just like those A level influencers who aren't promoting for us. So we really want to focus on those B level influencers. And then for the promotion for the third phase, your guest speakers are going to be your number one affiliates. You're more than welcome to bring in additional affiliates if you already have people on your email list who promoted for you in the past or something like that. But it's the guest speakers who are going to be your primary affiliates. So it's those people that you need to focus on energizing to help you promote.
all right, Bailey, we are close to an end today. So, what's the final takeaway that our listeners will really get from our chat today?
Well, I just want to encourage everybody to consider doing a summit to grow their business, even if you're a beginner. One of the biggest things
Wow.
that I hear people say is that, well, I can't do a summit because I just started. I don't know anybody in my industry or anything like that. And I say the entire purpose of doing a virtual summit is because you're a beginner and you're looking for ways to grow your business more quickly. There's no reason for you to have to wait to do a summit until you already have an email list of so many people, or you already have a network of so many people. Being a virtual summit host gives you a reason to start reaching out to people in your industry and gives you something to work on with them. So even if you are a beginner, I think a virtual summit is a fantastic way to grow your business and to get your business off the ground, especially a lot more quickly, because you can bring thousands of email subscribers into your business in a couple of weeks compared to, the months or years that it might take to do it only organically with blog posts or things like that. So if people are interested in learning more about virtual summits and my 12-step process, they can go to virtualsummitschool.com, and you can actually opt in to watch a free masterclass training that goes a lot more in depth into all of the things that I am talking about here today about summits. And when you do that, you will also be sent some virtual summit resources, some PDF resources about my 12-step process and how you can put a summit on for yourself.
So start now, even if you are a beginner. All right.
Mhm.
So and share with us how we can find more about you and how to connect with you.
Thanks for asking. Yeah, if people want to go to BaileyRichert.com, BaileyRichert.com, that's my website, and you'll be able to find tons of resources, free resources like my blog and my freebies and things like that about virtual summits, and a ton of other resources about online courses, ebooks, and anything dealing with infopreneurship. There's also a contact page on that website if you want to send me an email, or you can send me an email directly at contact@BaileyRichert.com. And again, if you specifically want to get that virtual summit masterclass and those PDF virtual summit resources, then head over to virtualsummitschool.com.
So go check out BaileyRichert.com and get a freebies, go to a masterclass so you can learn more from her. So Bailey, thank you for sharing your ideas and insights with us. Really happy to have you here. And for the listeners, I'll catch you another time.
Hey, thank you for listening. We hope you can implement everything from this episode. And would you like to know more about business strategies and life hacks that you can apply right now? If so, subscribe to this podcast so you can become the best you.